Hey there, this is John Henny. I'm a voice teacher and the author of Teaching Contemporary Singing. And today I'm going to be reacting to and analyzing Luis Miguel, La Incondicional. Hopefully I said that reasonably close. I am not a Spanish speaker, so please forgive me. But let's take a look.
La misma siempre tú, amistad, ternura, qué sé yo. Tú, mis horas bajas, tú, un cuerpo de mujer, un par de rosas blancas. No existe un lazo entre tú ni yo.
All right, already he's singing through his transition, that area between the lower and upper register. He's singing it really smoothly, quite wonderfully, and then he's going into his head voice, if you will, his upper register, but he's going in this really strong, intense mix, and he's really on the outer edges of what voice teachers often consider mix, which is that kind of safer spot where you're still sounding strong, but you're not yelling. And he's on like really wide open vowels, which increases the intensity of the voice. And it's like a boost in the high frequencies. But very often when people do that, when singers attempt that, they'll overshoot it and they start to lock up and yell. And he's not. He's riding that edge, but he's doing it beautifully. See how wide the mouth is. And when singers are just first learning to sing, they have to usually stay away from that and keep everything kind of quite closed and narrow, because they'll just lock up when they do that. And you can tell as a performer, he just has this audience right there. So he's not running around doing anything really showy. As the music comes down, he's just kind of got this smoldering intensity where he's just holding tens of thousands of people. Just he's entrancing them, and you could tell he's a really experienced performer and is able to exude that energy and that intensity without running from side to side on the stage. All right, there was a bit of a musical interlude, so I'm going to cut that part out because he's not doing any singing, and you don't need to watch me stare for 3 minutes. So I'm going to jump back in here. That's a nice ah vowel. Ooh, nice. beautiful use of dynamics, and he's going from more closed, warmer vowels and then brightening up. He's really using different shades of vocal resonance to just create this really interesting vocal pattern that he's doing. Just kind of scat singing there, but really nice playing with the dynamics. That's good. Nice. I mean, just on that little riff, he just beautifully went up to a high B flat, which is just a whole step below the male tenor high C. And he walks his way up through that transition area, which is a really tricky place for singers. I mean, this transition keeps voice teachers in business because that's where the voice wants to crack. When you're going from this, your vocal folds are going from this kind of short, fat condition, and then they're stretching out, but then also the resonance, the main energy of the resonance is shifting. It's going from a little more associated with the throat resonator, and then it's being taken over a little more with the mouth resonator, if you will. There's a change in the dominant resonance, which, if that kind of sounds like scientific gobbledygook, suffice to say, it creates an area of instability where singers crack, and he's just right through it. I'm just going to take that back a little bit because that's just so good. Beautiful. And even those O's, he's got to say it a little more. Oh, you hear that they're kind of really open because he wants now more intensity on that. Listen to the shade of the O. It's not oh, it's Yeah, oh. Yeah. High C's. Oh, I like that. So right there, this vowel in particular, he's really open. Right here. And you notice there's no vibrato on it. And what he's doing is he's pushing, he's redlining almost into that shout territory. And there would be voice teachers that would say, oh no, don't do that. But he's flowing enough air that he doesn't jam up his vocal folds. He's able to just ride that edge, and that's where some thrilling singing is done. Nobody wants to go and watch somebody sing completely safe. He's not filling these arenas by just kind of having this safe, careful sound, but he hasn't crossed over that edge. He's got a really strong voice and a rich voice, but he knows how far he can push it. I'm well impressed. Nice. High C's. Beautiful. Another C. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Amiga, solo
All right. What he's doing right here is shows so much control and finesse of the voice. He is taking those vowels, that O, and then he's getting softer. He's getting a decrescendo, and he's also rounding the vowel as he gets softer and just warming it up and making it sweeter. And this is not something I think he's consciously thinking about. This is somebody who's just so dialed into his voice that he just knows and hears these sounds in his head, and his voice is responding. Let me hear that again.
Amiga, solo
Oh, the way he closes down on that.
solo tú.
Yeah, and even that ooh, it's he doesn't have this kind of whoo. He's got a little more oh, so he gets some depth and richness on that. So it's a really, ooh is a vowel that can fall apart in the voice, and it can want to flip. Ooh, and he does this beautifully.
Solo tú.
Ooh, it's got some depth. Oh. So, I'm embarrassed to admit, I've never really heard Luis sing before. Maybe I have. I certainly haven't heard this song before, and that whole last section is worth the price of admission. I mean, just his the vocal patterns that he's doing. I don't know if he does the same pattern every show, but that's just great singing. I just thought it was absolutely thrilling, and he just builds it. He's pulling in different colors and intensities. He's able to just lay into the top of his voice fearlessly. I mean, he doesn't flinch. And again, he's riding right on that dangerous edge where a lot of singers could crash and burn, and he just dances on that edge like it's nothing. So I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to hearing more of Luis sing in the future. Hey, if you want to know more about me, please check out my website, johnhenny.com, and be sure to subscribe to my podcast, The Intelligent Vocalist, where I talk more in depth about this voice science stuff. And until next time, to better singing. Take care. Bye-bye.